We would like to request that the court restrict Ms. Nikoubin from coming to our campus while her trial is pending. After this week's shooting at Michigan State University, along with the continued campus violence across the nation,
Nika Nikoubin, C370049.
Alanna Bondy who's present on Blue Jeans.
Great.
And I believe Juana Ramirez is present on behalf of Recovery Monitoring Solutions.
Who do we have from Recovery Monitoring? If you could unmute yourself and make your appearance known.
Juana Ramirez.
Hi, Ms. Ramirez. Thank you for being here. Last time we were here on Monday, there were some questions and concerns about Ms. Nikoubin not being monitored to the level of what is required of high-level electronic monitoring out of Nevada. So I just wanted to have you on it and make sure you were aware of what the requirements were, and if you could tell me if those things are being complied with. Does that work?
Sure, yes.
Okay, so she is on high-level electronic monitoring through Recovery Solutions. That would include a 6 p.m. curfew. Work and court-ordered counseling would be excluded. She does have to check in with you every 30 days. A residence is required, and her movement is restricted to only, she can go to work, she can go for legal activities to consult with her attorney, counseling, medical, religious services once per week, school, the store once a week, and then any other activities that you believe would be appropriate would have to be approved by the court. Is that what is happening now?
So when typically someone is out of state for our monitoring company, we usually require more information if they're allowed to be out for work, court issues, or anything like that. More that nature, but it doesn't appear that we ever got confirmation.
Okay.
So we can definitely add that if we just get confirmation of what her schedule needs to be that, and we can definitely do that. But she does report to us anytime she does anything out of what is work, school, or anything like that.
Okay. So, Ms. Nikoubin, what you need to do is provide recovery services with your work and school schedule. If you have any legal activities, counseling, medical, religious services, or store runs that you want to make, you'd have to get approval for that at least 24 hours in advance. If it's a medical emergency, obviously you could communicate with them, given less notice, as much notice as you could possibly give them, basically. Does that make sense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Can you get them that schedule within the next day?
Yes.
Excellent. Go ahead, Ms. Bondy.
Your Honor, I have one point of clarification. So Ms. Nikoubin is currently enrolled in college. The college is about 40 minutes from her home. There shouldn't be any issue on, I believe, Mondays and Wednesdays. Her classes are all in the evening, so she can travel there, do her classes, and come home. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, however, her classes are from like 8 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. She travels with her father, who works at the school, and then there's a large break, and then she has class again from 6 p.m. to 7:45, I believe, something close to that. So it would be very difficult for her to go back home because she travels with her father to and from school.
Okay.
Would there be an exception for her to remain on campus during school hours on the days that are the long days for her?
As long as she does maintain a schedule regarding that and can give them an area where she is going to be, so the GPS will reflect that she is in that place. So if she's staying at her father's office or something like that, that would be acceptable. But in general, just wandering about won't be allowed. It has to be a scheduled area that she's going to be, and it has to be within that schedule that she stays. Does that work?
I believe so. She does have access to library facilities where she, I think, studies kind of in between and rec facilities, but she can communicate that with the GPS company. And
yes, as long as it's within the school and it's on a schedule.
Okay, perfect. And then the other issue that we had raised on Monday was the singing events. Those are paid events. She does have W-9s for them. I'm not sure what the court's position on those are at this time.
Okay, where would those be?
They're at different restaurants and venues. It depends on when the event is. I don't believe she has one coming up immediately, so it may be a non-issue for now, but perhaps we can re-raise it if it does become
Yes,
an
let me
issue.
know if it becomes an issue. At this point, we'll just say no. But if there is one that comes up, we can put it on calendar and
Okay.
address that.
Perfect.
It's
Thank
just
you,
a
Honor.
little bit outside of the normal, what we allow for house arrest. And so without more
Your-
details, I'm not comfortable this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, would I be able to make a statement?
Sure.
In speaking with the university has a request they would like to make at this point as regarding her restrictions. Out of concern for the safety and security of the individuals at the University of Texas at Dallas, as well as their peace of mind, we would like to request that the court restrict Ms. Nikoubin from coming to our campus while her trial is pending. After this week's shooting at Michigan State University, along with the continued campus violence across the nation, students and parents are even more alarmed about safety issues. It is important that our 31,000 students, as well as our staff and faculty, know that their safety is our priority. The university has agreed to meet with Ms. Nikoubin to allow her to take her classes online and not return to the university while her legal issue is pending.
It sounds, sir, like that's a private issue regarding whether she is allowed on campus. I am granting her permission, but if it's not allowed by your facility, that would be up to you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate you allowing me to do that.
No problem. We'll see if there's an issue. Let us know.
Of course, Your Honor. Of course, I object to that general request, but I understand it's
I
not
don't
for
have an
review. So.
I don't have a vested interest in that. That is up to the university ultimately,
Understood.
and we'll have to see where that plays out.
Yes.
Was there anything else you wanted to add, Mr. Peavy?
Will the trial date stand?
Trial date stands at this point.
And Your Honor, actually, one quick issue as well. We have a settlement conference scheduled in March. I'd spoken with the state. There is a hearing on our writ of habeas corpus coming up,
Okay.
and I'd agreed with the state to extend out the briefing deadlines and to move the hearing until after the settlement conference.
Okay, let me pull that up really quick so that we can move it right now. The petition for writ of habeas corpus needs to be set for sometime after 3/10/23. It's currently set for 2/22. We'd like to vacate that and move it to what date works? Does March 13th work?
Your Honor, the state still needs to respond, and I think we had contemplated that allowing them to respond after the settlement conference
Okay.
date. So I would allow them
2
However
weeks
much
after
time.
that? Sure.
That works for us, Your Honor.
Okay, so then maybe toward the end of April.
Okay,
Or sorry, end of March, beginning of
how about
April.
March 29th?
Does that work?
Yes, that works for
Okay.
me. Thank you.
We'll see you guys back here. That'll be our next date then.
All right, March 29th, 9:30?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Can I interrupt?
Yes.
Just to clarify, we just are going to set a curfew on her day-to-day activities, but that is Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday, she is to be at house arrest.
Correct. It's house arrest, essentially.
Okay. So she does not get approval for any other activities. If she does arrive home late, then the schedule she provides, she will generate an alert, and that would be whoever we have for to set her to get her violations or alerts. And we have an email for the Department 02 LC at Clark County. Is that okay?
Yes, that works perfectly. That'll go straight to my law clerk, and so we will be notified immediately if there are any alerts, and we'll put it on calendar.
Thank you.
We will set it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.